Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and today's video about the factions you'll meet in Starfield and possibly join if you wanted to. As we've seen already, we'll be joining Constellation as a fresh recruit when we start the game, as it's integral to the game's main storyline. So when it comes to the other major factions that we will encounter and meet on our space adventure, there are a good number of factions out there, so let's talk about them. First up, we have the United Colonies, a space republic with the largest military presence in the Settled Systems. A wealthy and well-organised faction who see themselves as the ideal government and political force of the Settled Systems. They were opposed against by the Freestyle Collective in the Colony War, but that's been put to a stop by an uneasy truce. Your standard military faction, I'm sure you can expect to see them around outposts, on planets and in space docks, sporting UC adorned spacesuits whilst doing armed patrols. Joining with the UC would have you going up against the Crimson Fleet, the faction of space pirates that are in the game. Next we have the Freestyle Collective, a faction formed by the joining up of 3 star systems who are united in the belief of personal freedom and individuality. As already mentioned, they were involved in the Colony War with the UC for some time before an uneasy truce was agreed between them. Considering the beliefs of these two factions, you can see how a war was started, with the UC being about order and control, and Freestar being about one's individual freedom and choice. The Freestar Collective, as we've seen from the direct, is very much a space cowboy vibe, with one of your crewmates, Sam Coe, being a member of Freestar before joining Constellation. If you were to join them, you'll be going up against the Crimson Fleet, and the more present threat to the FC, the Ashtar. An alien described as a cross between a wolf and a velociraptor, these aliens are assaulting the FC stronghold known as the Rock. So with the two factions we've mentioned being on the side of good, in their own way, what about the other side of this? What about the faction associated with being bad? This is where the Crimson Fleet come in, a faction made up of space pirates that maraud around space in search of loot and prizes to be taken. We've been shown in the direct that they will come across the Crimson Fleet on your adventure, as they attempt to take you out and take your cargo. The armour these pirates wear is by far some of the coolest that we've seen so far, with snippets featured in the direct. With helmets shaped into skulls and a badass reddish paint job on the armour, I can imagine a lot of people interested in this faction. Now you can join and work your way up the ranks, but beware, death awaits you if you decide to leave, and this also have you targeted by the UC and FC whilst you're exploring in space. Now with these factions being the main 3 that we know the most about so far, there are other factions out there which I'm sure we'll learn more about when the game releases. We have the Ryujin Industries, Xenofresh Corporation, Ecliptic Mercenaries, which in the direct seem to be heavily armoured and possibly camouflaged soldiers, Violent Spaces, who will be random individuals and groups that you come across on your adventure, the House Faroon, which is the religious zealots who believe in the Great Serpent, and as we also saw in the direct, can be passed without any problems if you use one of the traits in character's creation. And the last 2 are Sanctum Universum and Enlightened, which again can be joined by selecting the appropriate trait during the character creation. Now when the game launches, I'm very much a hero type player and will probably choose the UC faction for my playthrough. However, the armour set of the Crimson Fleet is very badass looking and it may sway me. But if there's a chance to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet as an undercover UC, I'll be very happy with that option. With this look at factions we will come across on Starfield, which faction has your interest so far in the run up to launch? Let me know in the comments below as I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. I also hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to press the like button and subscribe for more Starfield and gaming content in future. See you again soon, astronauts.